Welcome to a look at new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Thursday the 23rd of April and we have new mods. We've got some rather exciting ones again today. I want to do an update to yesterday's video before I move on to the updates for today. Yesterday's video was a bit of a weird one. With regard to under baling trailers, just very peculiar. These trailers here, the RAT200s, the lizards, by DD Mod Passion, were in the Modhub briefly and then got removed. So loads of people have been commenting saying, can't find them, where are they? I had people accusing me of playing on PC. And no, PS4, that's what I'm on now. I didn't uninstall them, but they weren't in the Modhub long. And they went. Whether they're going to come back again, I don't know. And on to my other gaff of yesterday. I was just having a nightmare. I spent ages trying to find those pallets, and I suggested to everyone going through brands, then go to lizards, you'll find them. What didn't dawn on me, I tried everything, but the most obvious solution to the problem was, well, you could place them. So look under placeables. Under placeables, miscellaneous, and here they are. I have no idea why I didn't think of looking for them yesterday in there. But that's where they are. They're and you can have them technically delivered. You can place them wherever you want on the map rather than going to collect them. And you can pick them up. We'd look at the mod review yesterday. It'll explain in the mod review, but this is where they are. They're under miscellaneous and placeables. Thank you to everyone that commented to tell me that. I just don't know why I didn't look there. Anyway, so updates for today. The FAR KH4S little 4-metre tedder by CamUs has had an update. The Massey Ferguson 5700S by Blauer has had an update. The John Deere S600 series by JHHG Modding, the big John Deere harvesters, and the John Deere S700 series by JHHG Modding have both had updates, I think, to include EU configurations. Changelog 1.0.0.1 European specification included. S700i series with proper design, separate configurations, similar details and features. It does say fixed description errors as well. So those have been updated. In front of me, the first of our mods for today, we have got the wooden toilet. This is the wooden toilet by Kazdan 18. This will use 11 slots, believe it or not. It's fairly detailed, you've got to be honest. It's, you know, very nice indeed. Door opens. Just like my house. Look, go there and there's nothing left on the toilet roll. I think they think the toilet roll fairies come and do it. But there you go. There's a little light on there, which I'm assuming comes on at night. There's not a light switch that I could find in there. It's under placeables. It's under decoration. It's 400 to buy, and like I say, 11 slots, and that's it. That's all there is to it. It's decorative. I would think for 11 slots you should be able to actually use it, but there you go. That's the wooden toilet by Kazdan 18. Moving on, this beast makes a return, and look at it. Does it not look wonderful? This is the multi-storage by Vanquish 081, an art mechanic beast. This is the 2020 version. We had this in FS17. I don't know if a PC had it before that, but we definitely had it on FS17. Part of the update, this says that the loading speed has been increased, I believe. Improves its loading speed, yeah, to 1,500 litres per second. And this will also now take, this is the first version for bulk products, this will take sugar beet, sugarcane and potato as well now, which it didn't used to do. Lovely pipe work on that. It is massive. This will take 800,000 litres of each product. It's just gargantuan. Massive outlet pipe there as well, which increases the flow rate. What a thing. Blimey. You'll find this under placeables, under silos. It's 180,000 to buy. Like I say, 800,000 litre capacity though. That's mad. Only 6 slots as well. So not bad at all. This is not a multi-fruit one. It's a multi-storage, but it doesn't do all your forage crops. It doesn't do pig food, fertiliser, seed, all that kind of thing as well. The addition to this has been the root crops and the sugar cane. So what we'll do is Why not, since we're here? Be rude not to, wouldn't it? We'll stick some potato in. You need a pretty large space as well to place this, and because of the large footprint, I would suggest, and it is just a suggestion, landscape first, flatten out your piece of land, because landscaping fees could be rather high after the fact if it has to level everything out and that kind of thing. So flow rate when you're collecting it back, that's got a nice fast flow rate out of there. Very cool indeed. Leave that filling up. So there we go. That's the multi-storage by Vanquish081, the 2020 version. Awesome. Moving on, what have we got next? I'm going to work my way down the line. Oh yes, we've got a new mower, or different mower, let's say that. This is the Kverneland Tarup 4032 mower BK. That's a bit of a mouthful, but it is. This is by 4D Modding. Just want to double check, make sure I got that right. 4032 mower BK, BX. My handwriting is terrible. BX, I do apologise. This is a 3.1 metre, 3.16 I think it says in the Modhub. 3.16 metre. It's not overly expensive. It does have a few different options on this as well. You have this you can put on the back as well. So you can have it on wide, you can have it on swath dropping, or you can have it on swath left with that as well. It's an interesting bit of kit. It's a little bit like the disc binds as well, that you can swing it behind, but more one way than the other. This you'll find in tools under mowers. 14,500, it's not too expensive. Requires 80 horsepower to run. Yeah, 3.2 metres. And this is 11 slots as well. Options available. We've got quite a few actually on this. We can change the rim colour to any one of those, like so. We can change the main colour from Kverneland red to Tarup red, which is slightly more matte kind of looking red, I guess is the best way of putting it. We've then got design colour. We can change the skirts on there to yellow. Design, we've got standard, or we've got the add BX auto swather on the back, so we can take that off or put it on. Then we've got design option of Kverneland or just Tarup, so it's Kverneland Tarup or just Tarup. And then we've got options on the tyres. We've got those lovely smooth, won't damage the grass type flotation tyres. We've then got Trelleborg 300 ATR15s, 340 55 R16s, T421 R16s, and SK100 R16s. We've got 250 80 R16s, and then we're back to the smooth ones. Now let's have a quick look at this. Say a quick look. I don't know why I say a quick look every time. Let's have a look at this mowing, shall we? So what we'll do when we get over there, we'll open it up. I'm just going to do it on the grass, I think, for the best bet. So we'll open it up. Puts that side down. Puts that side down. And then it opens it out to the side. So that when you drive forward, it then swings out to the side of the vehicle. L1 and right stick, you can tilt it and you can rotate it, so we can move it. So as we drive, you can move the position of the mower, and you can do that as you're going as well, so we can adjust the angle and where that comes to. And if I open up the help window, if we do R1, you've got toggle work mode, so we can have it on wide spreading, which is on at the moment. You can have it on left swath, which puts that down and puts everything off to the left, or you can have it on swath dropping, which moves those centre bits in. If you look at that, just adjust in there. So we can put it on left swath, swath dropping, and if you put it on back on wide, it opens those bits back up again. So start it up, drop it down, which has lower mower, So we are at the moment on widespread. So if I now put it on left swath, it drops that whole assembly down, and as we go it will put it out to the left. So then as you mow you can then come back on yourself and recut, but that puts it round to one side. It's got quite a tight turning circle on it as well, I think, because of the design. And so you can adjust this as you go if you want to, it's up to you. And then you can just have it swath dropping if you want to. Again, R1, L3, put it on swath dropping, and you can just use it normally and it will put the swath out directly behind the mower rather than putting it off to the left. So what you can do is go around like an edge of a field this way first on swath dropping, like that, and then when you do the next pass round you can put it on left swath, and then you can gradually kind of work it around that like that if you want to. But yeah, it's a nice mod, that. I like that, very cool. Like I say, then we can adjust that up and down and that as we go. So bringing it in, swinging it out. Not that that's how you'd want to be mowing, but that's what you can do. So there we go. Turn that off. So that's the Crone Tar Up 4032 Mower BX by 4D Modding. Nice bit of kit, that. Moving on. Now it's interesting. I wouldn't say I've been waiting for this, because I know it sounds awful, but I completely forgot about it. But I'm glad it's here. We had this on FS19. It wasn't without its issues, and I think for a little while it got removed. I don't know if it came back or not. This is the whole run. Now this is like an IT runner attachment hook lift that goes on the Holmer. Now the Holmer Terra variant is one of my favourite bits of kit, and I use this a lot on FS17 because of its versatility. 585 horsepower, and it was a lot cheaper, I think it was, in FS17. On 19 the Holmer Terra variant pack came out, and it's got some backs and stuff on it which is absolutely fantastic, but this gives you a lot more options, and that's in essence what it does. It hooks onto the back of the Terra variant. It has to be the 585 because the other one's already got a tank on it. Now this is also by Vanquish 081, the same as the big multi-silo. Hook it up, open the hook up. Now it's going to put it very high, obviously, but any IT run a bit of equipment, you can now use the Holmer Terra variant. And like I say, with 585 horsepower, no, I want that. Up we go. Now, the one I'm using at the moment, and this is obviously this is not the mod. The mod review is the actual hull run, which we've just used to hook this up. But the versatility that this then gives to this piece of machinery, the same with any IT runner back, if you've got an IT runner trailer, but if you've got this and you're just using it for slurry spreading and stuff like that, and you think, to be honest with you, it's expensive and I'm not really using it very much, this does open up a whole nother, kind of makes it into a bit more of a multi-tool. This particular back can be configured for bales. It can be configured into a log one. It can be done in a short, medium or long length, but like I say, I just think I'm really pleased it's kind of come back into use. This is, I'm trying to think now, I think it's under trailers, I think. There we go, 2,800, that's all it is. And it will use 9 slots. There are no other options. You get that colour because it's designed to go with the Holmer Terra variant, which is red anyway. But yeah, I just think it's brilliant. Like I say, on the back of the Holmer it does put it very high, but you often find the IT runner backs are quite high off the ground anyway because of the trailer design. Seems very smooth. Obviously I haven't tried every single back that can go on this. I haven't tried them all full. I know sometimes when you get hook lift things like this that attach on, they can sometimes be a bit floaty. That's difficult to know unless you try every conceivable one. I'm sure it's been checked and tested, but yeah, there we go, that's the whole run. I like that a lot. I'm pleased that's back. And again, I'm kind of thinking now of options of using the whole material variant a lot more than I have been up to this point. So, moving on from that, we have got this. This is the hay cutter dolly by WhiteBull Modding. In essence, this is like the trailed lifter. This takes a normal trailer hitch and then transfers that into a 3-point link. It's designed for tractors or vehicles, technically, that don't have a 3-point link on the back. So if you've got something with just a normal trailer hitch, but the difference with this compared to the trailed lifters is this gives you a PTO shaft. So it's got the PTO there, that runs along through to here, onto the back and puts on there. Now, it's a little bit puzzling because it does say on the website Modhub, this is a dolly that converts the hydraulic attachment to a trailer for using smaller tractors with bigger tools, which is a little bit confusing because it leads you to kind of believe that you get some kind of power transfer and that you can use bigger implements with smaller tractors. I don't think that's necessarily the case on console. It just transfers smaller tractors that maybe don't have a rear 3-point link to giving it a 3-point link. But yeah, it's just, you know, it does what it's supposed to do. It hooks up and you can put a 3-point link piece of machinery on the back. The thing is, things like pickups and stuff, but then a pickup wouldn't have a PTO, so I don't know. But there are options available for it. You'll find this in tools under miscellaneous. So you've got the trailed lifter there, the standard in-game one. There is a smaller one as well, but this one with the PTO is there. 1,500, not too expensive, and only 4 slots. So there you go. That's the hay cutter dolly by WhiteBull Modding. We do have some options available. We can change the main colour to any of those that you want, and then we can change the design colour again to anything you want. So it changes those elements on it. Doesn't change the hubs though. The hubs stay red, interestingly. Don't know why that's interestingly, but they just do. So there you go. That's that one, which moves on to the last 2 mods. These were a bit odd in that they took a little while. They appeared on the website Modhub and then didn't appear in the game Modhub for ages. It took me a while before they actually appeared. So we've got, and then these actually kind of come together. We've got the Massey Ferguson. This is the Heston 1840. Now we think of Heston being big balers. This is a Heston small baler, or standard baler, I guess. This does little bales, but they're 1,000 litre ones. And what's great is it hooks up to this. And I know a lot of people said when we got the small balers, we've had the Galignani one, didn't we? And there was a New Holland one, but that disappeared at the Modhub. We needed one of these old style catchers for it, and this comes as a separate mod but is designed to go with this. I've already had a go with it, couldn't resist. But this is fantastic, and there are a load of options on this. This is an inline baler, which means that it comes straight up the back in the middle, not to one side or the other. The reason for that being because it hooks up to the trailer, it means it's dead centre and it goes right over into the back and loads up properly. This trailer is fantastic. Tons and tons of options on this, not just as a bale catcher, but I put it in this configuration because I thought that would be the one that most people would be interested in looking at. So, in store, you'll find this under baling technology, as you might expect. So the Heston 1840, it does 1,000 litre bales, as it says there. It's only 27,900 to buy. It will use up 10 slots, which is pretty impressive. Options available, and there are a few. We can change the rim colour to anything within that colour palette we want. Main colour, we can change it from Massey Ferguson to Fent New, Fent Old, Challenger, and Agco. And then we can have a bale slide on the back, so the bales can just drop off the back. I'm not sure, because I haven't tried this, about hooking up like just a flat trailer on the back of that, whether those bales would slide off the back onto a flat trailer, but then they wouldn't really stay on there. That'd be a bit tricky to handle. But you can have bale slide or the bale thrower, which is kind of what I think most people are going to be interested in, aren't they? A bit of bale throwing. And then we've got the option of lizard with standard wheel setup, or Trelleborg. There's no other option, but under Trelleborgs we've got quite a few tyre choices. We've got the T421s, we've got the AW305s, T404s, SK800s, and then back to the 421. So, and then lastly on the list of options, we've got the brand. So we can change it from Massey Ferguson 1840 to the 70th anniversary edition of that. I can't actually zoom in any closer on that. And then we've got Challenger, and then the Challenger with the 70th anniversary Heston. Then we can have Fent, and then back to Massey Ferguson. Interestingly, the Fent one doesn't have the option of the 70th anniversary. That's interesting. So if we went up to main colour now and changed that to Challenger, you can have it as a Challenger one. Obviously, you wouldn't have the. You'd probably have it with an Agco Grey or something like that. So you could have the Challenger version of it if you wanted to, or if you wanted to go for the Fent New, and then you could go for the Fent version if you want to. So as you can see, there are a few options available on this particular model. So what I'm going to do is show you the trailer as well now, and then we'll hook them both up and we'll get them both running. So this you'll find under trailers. Now we've got three main options and lots of options within these. So you've got the old Crone tipper red chassis, 6,000. They're 20 slots, but you'll see why they're 20 slots, because there are a lot of options available on these. So you've got the old Crone tipper red chassis, old Crone tipper red frame, and then the old Crone tipper green frame. Those are the main options. We'll go with the green frame just for the time being. We can change the rim colour. At the moment it's on metal, but you can go with the same colour as the frame, and then you can work your way through. There's a whole load of options. I do like the metal on that. We can change the main colour again to any of those you want. So if you want to go with something a little bit different, make the logo stand out a bit, you can. Design colour, that's for the cover. So I'll pick something that stands out, so when we get to that, you're not going to miss it, let's be honest. Now, you can have it as an 8-ton tipper, like this. You can have it as an 8-ton tipper with build-up. We can have it as a 10.5-ton tipper, 10,500 litres. It goes from 8,000 to 10,500. We can have it as a 10.5 with tarp. So the tarp's yellow, as you can see, but you can change the tarp colour. We can have a 13-ton tipper, 13,000 litres, with tarp. We can have the small bale build-up. So that's your bale catcher. Again, depending on what design colour you go for, that will change all the metalwork and stuff around that. We can have a bale trailer small, bale trailer medium, bale trailer with no sidewall, bale trailer with no sidewall and back, bale trailer with no back. I do like that one, that's quite nice. These do have a rear trailer hitch as well, so you can add more on, so you can kind of daisy chain them if you want to. And then we've got that one, covered trailer, which is massive. And I think we go back to the 8-ton tipper. Yeah, so quite a few options. Under tyres, we've got lizards, Trelleborg, that's it. Under lizards, we've got standard, and we've got a slightly smaller, it's just a slightly different tread, a little bit narrower. I think that's it on those ones. And then if we go to Trelleborg, we've got T404s, same as the other one, T421s. Or was it just those two? I thought there were more. Oh, it's just those two. T404s or T421s. Then you can have the logo, the Crone. I said Crone the other day and someone made fun of that. The Crone guys that play in FSL refer to it as Crone. So I don't know, and that's just how I thought it was said. And then you can have a reflector, so you can have the logo or with reflector, like so. So those are your options, and there are quite a few. Let's hook this up and have a go. So hook that up. We'll try back to there. Now you can just operate this without the bale thrower, and the bales will just drop out the back. You can use it with the bale thrower on if you want, and just drive along, and it can fling them all over the field if you want to do that. If we drive back and hook up, like so. So that's hooked up for transport. Now we'll get on to actually moving the mower in a minute, but if we, I think we're switched onto the back one already. I'm going to open up the help menu because we've got a few options here on the trailer. So unfold tipper at the front. Let's see if we can get a better view on this. It's not as easy to get to. If we unfold tipper, trying to get the best angle on this. Let's do it from there. That takes those side ropes off, like that. We've also got close cover. If I close cover, it puts the front ones on and off. Now you want those off when you're flinging bales. So open cover takes those front ones off for flinging bales. Now you can tip with this, but what I've found is even with bales in it, which is a bit odd, if I do that and say unload here, it will tip, but the bales don't tip out. Now I've tried that with it unfolded and folded, and they don't actually move. So I don't know if that's just to help you with unloading. You can maybe push them out from the side, or I'm not too sure. But I'm trying to think, was there anything else I've missed on that? No, that's for the tractor, that one. Yeah, don't know. That's a bit of an odd one, but that's the only thing. You can do tip side left, right, and there's grain door as well. But those are your options on the trailer. And you can hook another trailer on behind that if you want to, like say you can daisy chain all these. I don't know if it's just because that's the basic frame, so it does the same options depending on what you go for. So, we're open at the front. We'll whiz over to the field. I could do grass ones now, but I just want to do straw because I think they stand out a little bit more. But so, what we can do is unfold. If we go to that one there, so unfold baler. When we press unfold baler, it does that, so it pushes that back on that bar, so when the bales are flung they go back into the trailer properly. If you don't unfold it, I'm not sure if it will work, but I think it will throw them into the front bit of the trailer. It won't actually reach in, so you need to unfold that first, turn on the baler, and I think we're good to go. Let's close that off. Let's fling some bales. Nope. Why is that not working? Pick up? That's weird. What have I missed? No, it is. That's weird. Maybe I just have the pickup down. Right, so I love it. There's something really pleasing about that, just makes you smile. Fantastic. Now, as I've said before with mods, actually what I'm going to do, let's let me fold that back up again with it running. No, I don't think it will let you run with it folded. I just wondered if that bar wasn't opened up, whether it would throw them into the back, but I don't think it let me. Now, as I've said before with mods, people find all sorts of ingenious ways to use these. Can these be used with other trailers? Can it be hooked up to different things? Will it throw bales into the back of a standard trailer? Potentially, I don't know. I haven't tried. There are so many different alternatives and permutations that I'm sure people will think of. People will think of all sorts of zany and crazy ideas of how to use this. As you can see it building up, it's doing 1,000 litre bales as it goes. The other question to ask is, can you pick the bales up? Yes, you can. So you can pick them up, you can throw them. No problem at all. Yeah, very nice indeed. I think it's cool. And with that, we've come to the end of the mod review today, and that's all of them. I'm just going to keep on finding things to mow and to bale and fling up. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free, and if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching.